Hi class 5. Today is 8th May. I have taught you about chapter number 3, that is underwater adventure, in my previous class, and you have understood up to the page number 670. So today I am going to teach you page number 18. Okay, so this is the page which I am going to give you in the description. Please check it from there. Okay, so we shall start from this line. His dad pulled up at the bubble palace. So what we have discussed in what I have told you in my previous class, that is, here the boy Mohit, okay, in the weekend his father took him out in a car and to finish all his weekend works, okay, and the last work which was left, it was not disclosed to him what was the work, but his father told that it was something very exciting. So let us see today that what type of excitement was there in the last task. So see, his dad pulled up at the bubble palace. So they went to the bubble palace. Mohit groaned. So the meaning of groaned, it is given in your book. Okay, that is made a deep painful sound. Groan means making a painful sound. Means here Mohit, he was having some pain to sit beside his father. Okay. So his dad pulled up to the bubble palace. The name was, so the bubble palace, B-U-B-B-L-E-T. Okay. The name was much more interesting than the actual place. So though the actual place was not interesting, but the name was much interesting. The car wash. How is this exciting? Mohit crossed his arms in protest. Protest means, complain. So, Mohit was asking that how can a car wash be exciting? Then his dad said, you will see. His dad is telling you, wait, you can see. Mohit expected his dad to pull into an open garage kind of building and use the hose. Mohit expected his dad to pull into an open garage kind of building. Mohit thought that his father will pull into an open garage and where they will get the use of the hose. What the hose, meaning of hose is a flexible tube conveying the water. With the help of the hose, the car will be washed. But instead, he pulled up to some sort of drive-through. So instead of applying the hose or using the hose, hose is an instrument or a flexible tube which is used to provide water, okay, convey water. And but instead of using those things, but instead he pulled up to some sort of drive, okay. Some sort of drive means some types of driving was done. Then Mohit again asked, what's this? You have never been in one of this. Then Mohit is asking that never before I have saw like this type of driving. No, mom goes to the self-serve car wash. So he is telling that his mother used to go to the self-serve car wash. His dad smiled. I like this one more. It's like an underwater adventure. Okay. So then his father is telling that he likes this type of car wash because it is like an underwater adventure. Underwater adventure where they driving into water or something. So then asking the question, is it underwater adventure? They are driving into water or something. Mohit watched in silence as his dad paid the attendant and pulled the car onto a strange kind of conveyor belt. So then Mohit watched in silence as his dad paid the attendant. Now for entering into that bubble palace, his father, he paid some money to the attendant and then he pulled the car into a strange kind of conveyor belt. Okay, what is the meaning of conveyor belt? It is given in your book. A continuous moving belt to carry objects from one place to another. So it is a type of belt from over which it carries objects from one place to another. Okay. So Mohit watched in silence as his dad paid the attention and pulled the car onto a strange kind of conveyor belt. So on the conveyor belt, the car was there and it pulled the car into a strange kind of conveyor belt. Shouldn't we get out of the car? Mohit asked. Then Mohit is asking that they will not get out of the car or what? You could, but you would miss the best part. So Mohit's father is telling that yes, you can come out of the car, but you will miss the best part. His dad took his hands off the steering wheel as the car was pulled forward. So what his dad did? His dad took his hands off the steering wheel as the car was pulled forward. So when the car was pulled forward, his father was no more keeping his hands over the steering wheel. Okay, you know the steering wheel which is used for driving, the wheel which is used for driving. So his dad took his hands off the steering wheel as the car was pulled forward. The car was moving forward and slowly his father took his hands off. They drove through a black plastic mat hanging from the ceiling of the drive-through. So they drove through a black plastic mat. So some black plastic mat was hanging from the ceiling, and from that black plastic mat hanging, they entered inside. Okay. Mohit stared in amazement as the car was sprayed with water from above. The water pounded down on the car and Mohit smiled. So Mohit was very much amazed. Okay. He stared in amazement as the car was sprayed with water from above. From the above the car, okay, from the top of the car, the water was coming and falling on the car, and the water pounded down on the car. Pounded means stroke repeatedly. So the water was coming and striking on the car, and Mohit smiled. You can see the picture, and you will also get the picture of this book that see that water is falling and pounding on the car from different sides. Okay. So students, please read this story, this portion which I have taught you now, and also learn the meanings and try to write down the meanings in your copy. The first page which I have already sent you in my previous class, that is page number 17, this word meanings, and also page number 18. Okay. So go through the story, and again the rest portion what is left I am going to discuss with you in my next class. Okay students, thank you.